Josh Allen is the MVP over Lamar Jackson, right? And I'm going to explain it. Before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notification as well, right? But when we're looking at Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen is the MVP on the way to the NFL Media Judge Award. Josh Allen has the team success, he has the narrative, and he has statistical feats as well, right? He's doing more with less. Josh Allen, top receiver is 𝐃𝐨𝐴 and Keon Coleman, right? And James Cook has been great running between the tackles as well, and he does have a dominant rushing game as well, but not nearly as the weapons that Lamar Jackson has. Lamar Jackson has a true wide receiver one in Zay Flowers. He has Rashad Bateman, he has Mark Andrews, and he has 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞𝐫, and he has a generational rusher between the tackles as well. And yet Josh Allen is still propelling the Bills to a top offense even without having elite level weapons. That just shows you that Josh Allen is a better floor raiser, and he can raise the level of his team as well, right? So Josh Allen, when you look at every advanced metric, like, he's top in the league, right? Josh Allen game is not predicated on having a dominant rushing game like Lamar Jackson. Like James Cook, when he's held under 85 rushing yards, the Bills are 7-3. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, that generational rusher between the tackles, and Derrick Henry, who open up passing situations for Lamar Jackson, who open up the middle of the field, when he's held to less than 85 yards rushing, the Ravens are 2-5, right? That just tells you that Josh Allen is more dominant than Lamar Jackson, even when he doesn't have the situation in his favor, right? Because he's just a highly impactful player. He can make throws on the run, things that Lamar Jackson can't do. He throws with much better velocity. He's a better processor. He has a stronger arm as well. Good mobility in the pocket, especially when defenders is closing in, right? Like Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson as well. And then he's taking, better with the turnovers. Like the turnover worthy plays is going down. The interceptions is going down as well. He's topping the league in big time throw rate. So Josh Allen has been unbelievable this season as well, right? When you're looking at Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson is doing things that we have never seen, historic levels like we have never seen since Aaron Rodgers do, right? And that's 40 touchdowns, less than 5 interceptions as well. So that's great things for Lamar Jackson. We got to put into context that Lamar Jackson this year is the leader in separation for quarterbacks in dropbacks, right? Zay Flowers is great at creating separation. Rashad Bateman is great at creating separation. Mark Andrews is great at creating separation as well. So we have to put into context. And when people talk about Lamar Jackson having this historical passer rating, but that doesn't take an account on volume. Lamar Jackson, when he has his top passer rating games, he's throwing the ball less than 30 times as well. When Lamar Jackson throws the ball more than 30 times, the Baltimore Ravens have a losing record, right? So that just tells you that Josh Allen has more impact throwing the football, and we're looking at his impact of being dominant without having a dominant rushing game as well. So, Josh Allen is the MVP, and people sitting there saying that, oh yeah, Lamar Jackson should be the MVP because his statistical numbers is better than Josh Allen. Like, bro, last year, Josh Allen had more statistical feats than Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen had more total yards, more total touchdowns as well. Like, he was dominating Lamar Jackson in statistical books as well, right? But the reason why Lamar Jackson won the award is because he had the narrative and he had the team success, right? Like, come on, bro. The fact that Josh Allen has the Bills as a second seed, and the fact that he has this offense at a top 10 level without having elite level pieces as well, like, he's a better floor raiser than Lamar Jackson. He is, right? If Lamar Jackson had Josh Allen weapons, everybody from the Baltimore Ravens fans and Lamar Jackson groupies and supporters will be sitting there saying Lamar Jackson doesn't have no help. But Josh Allen can be able to raise the floor of this team and the trajectory of this team because that's how highly impactful he is as a quarterback. The man can make throws that no other quarterback can make outside of maybe Justin Herbert, right? So it's just like, we just got to be honest as well when we assessing the game of football, right? If the MVP is consistent, Josh Allen will be the MVP. He has better team success, right? He has the narrative, right? And he has statistical feats. When people sit there and say Lamar Jackson beat him head to head, well, that's fine, but it balances it out because Josh Allen's team is better. They're competing better than Lamar Jackson's team. He's raising the ceiling of his offense better than Lamar Jackson as well. Derrick Henry is a top 5 MVP candidate. The way that the media discredited Brock Purdy in his MVP case last year because he had a top 5 MVP candidate in Christian McCaffrey, you should do the same thing for Lamar Jackson, because Derrick Henry is raising the ceiling of this Raven offense, right? They're one of the top red zone offense in the league because of Derrick Henry threat running between the tackles. He's opened up passing situations for Lamar. He's opened up the middle of the field for Lamar Jackson as well, right? He's top of the league in every rushing metric. He's going to rush over 1,800 yards. He leads the NFL after yards after contact, yards per attempt, rushing touchdowns, and he's top of the league in yards as well. Derrick Henry is a top 5 MVP candidate, right? Josh Allen does not have a guy like Derrick Henry. He doesn't. And if you give any elite level quarterback Derrick Henry, they'll be peaking as passing as well because how he opened up passing situations for their quarterback as well, right? So if they're consistent, Josh Allen deserved this MVP. He is the MVP. Like, really, he's the MVP in the league on the way that they judge the awards. Like, Lamar Jackson's been outstanding. This is Lamar Jackson peak. But we got to understand is this, that Lamar Jackson has a generational rusher between the tackles. Lamar Jackson has receivers that's top in the lead in separation. And Lamar Jackson has elite level O-line as well. Like, we got to put that into context, right? So Josh Allen's the MVP. Be consistent.